Hi guys, so a little bit of a different setting. I'm currently in Kuala Lumpur. I wanted to share with you guys what makeup is so important to me that I had to bring it with me abroad. If you like the idea of this video, please leave a like and I hope you enjoy. So I brought a lot of makeup. So I only brought 2 eyeshadow palettes with me. I brought the Jaclyn Hill palette. I was about to say Vault collection. Brought the Jaclyn Hill palette with me. I knew this was going to be the palette that was going to come with me. It has so many different transitions, colours. I have been so creative with this. I didn't use this today, but I've been using this constantly. So the other palette I brought with me, which you're going to be so surprised about, is the e.l.f. Mad for Matte. This is the actual original. It is not the rose gold or the Need It Nude. And I have to apologise to e.l.f. for that because I still don't like those 2 palettes at all. But I just expected that the mattes in those palettes were a similar sort of quality to the ones in the Mad for Matte. I was wrong. Hold for siren. Yeah, these blend so well. I was using this the week before I left for sort of like a matte neutral eyes, similar to what I've done today, and I loved it. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to take it to Kuala Lumpur and give it a second chance. And this is my new like go-to everyday sort of little palette. And I cannot wait to get my hands on the Mad for Matte too. So I'm quickly going to cover setting sprays. For some reason I felt the need to bring 3. I probably could have just brought these 2. So I got this about, again, probably a couple of days before I was about to leave. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Multitalent Fixing Spray. This is one of the most amazing scented sprays I've ever found, and because of that I loved the smell of it and I wanted to bring it with me. You can use it to prep the skin, so I have used it as a primer some days. I have also used this as a setting spray and it does prolong your makeup. If you wanted one that does the job of both of these, then go for this one. This Morphe Continuous Setting Spray I haven't been able to put down. It is the finest setting mist and it really does just make your makeup look so much more natural. This has ruined me. Now I'm going to need this all the time. And lastly is my Kat Von D Loct makeup setting mist. This is another setting mist that I adore. Like, you'll put this on your face and you can feel it's locked in. Your makeup's not going anywhere. I'm going to run through primer really quickly. I brought my Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. This is one of the all over primers I absolutely love. It's just such a nice all over base. So just before I left, I actually ran out of this primer and I had to get another one because I use this every single day. This is the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer Base, limited edition, and it was actually cheaper than the normal one. It's like a mermaidy packaging, like glitter and stuff. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so the one I've been obsessed with at the moment is the Essence Brighten Up. I actually used this under my eyes today to set my concealer, and this is, you can't tell on camera, but there's like a divot in it. I'm going to hit pan very soon. I use this all the time to brighten up my face. I will say, concealers, this will look, it doesn't look so great underneath. Sometimes you have to sort of play around with this to see how it works for you. But when you get it to work, it's so brightening. Look how brightening that is. And then for face powder, I'm using my Coty Airspun. It's pretty good. I have no qualms with this powder except for the scent. And also, when I opened my suitcase, I did notice there was some powder, no sort of stopper for this powder, and the lid is so huge and the divot part is massive. So you just get powder all over the place when you open this up, or even when you close it apparently. So for foundation, I actually brought 2 with me. I brought multiple of like everything. I brought the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. I'm going to say now, this is my absolute favourite high-end foundation. I don't think I'm going to find anything better. It sits so beautifully on the skin. It blends out flawlessly. It's super full coverage. It's amazing for oily skin. It's super long lasting. I have oily skin, so it's hard to find foundations that really last all day on my skin. The other foundation that I brought with me was the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This lasts, again, very similar to the Too Faced one. This lasts so well on my skin. The only thing I don't love about this is the dropper. I've got this on my clothes so many times because I've tried to drop it onto my skin, and when I pull it away or when I pull it to my skin, it drips, and it's really difficult to get foundation out of clothes. It's a seriously matte foundation. Both of these are super mattifying foundations, so if you don't like matte foundations, these won't be for you. The only thing I don't like about Catrice is they don't really have much shade range. Like, this is a tiny bit too dark for me, but that's nothing compared to the deep ranges. There is absolutely nothing in Catrice colours from the foundation to the concealer for dark skin tones. If dark skin tones can't use them, what's the point? So I still love this, but I do feel a little bit guilty considering not everyone can use it. So for highlight, I brought the NYX Born to Glow palette because it has so many shades in it. It's super blinding. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't used it that much, which is super surprising. This palette is super smooth, super blinding, and if you want lots of shades for when you're not at home, this is a great palette. But I have been obsessed. Even before I came away, I wasn't going to bring it with me, and the day before I was about to leave, I decided this has to come with me. It just has to. It's the highlight I'm wearing today, and it is by the Balm, and it is the Mary Lou Manizer. I bought this a while ago, and every time I pick it up, I love it. And when I put it back down, I somehow forget about it, but look at that shine. It's a very like wet looking highlight. I love it. And touching it, it's so smooth. One of my favourite highlighters of all time. Okay, so for bronzers, pretty simple. I brought my favourite Holy Grail bronzer, my Becca Sunlit bronzer in Capri Coast. This has got like a bit of a radiant sheen to it, and again, you won't be able to see on camera, it's starting to dip. I've used this so many times. It's one of my favourites. And then for more matte, so I'm wearing this matte bronzer now. I'm wearing Physician's Formula Butter Bronzer. This is in Light Bronzer. It smells like a tropical vacation, which is really cool. Again, this is really starting to get a dip in it because it's one of my most used bronzers. If you want a matte bronzer, this is amazing. So for contour, I brought my Hoola Lite. It has been one of my go-to for a little while now and is such a good contour for me. So I brought a lot of blushes with me. I realised this month that I just love blush. This is the H&M blush in Cantaloupe. H&M have some really good makeup, and I think I'm gonna have to do a full face. This is one of my favourite blushes. Okay, so I also brought Essence blushes. I was gonna bring the peach one, but I have another peach blush in here that I didn't feel a need to bring that one. Brought the Satin Touch blush in Satin Love, the Matte Touch blush in Rose Me Up, which I am wearing today. So I brought a more nude blush. I brought the Wet n Wild Colour Icon Rosé Champagne. I always call it Rose Champagne, and it's Rosé Champagne. It's a very nude blush, and it's just like a nice soft wash of colour. And then I also have the L'Oreal Paradise. This is the Life's a Peach blush. I have been stuck on this blush for a while, for like a couple of months, and I've swatched the bronzer multiple times and decided I need to go and get it. I brought my Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. I'm wearing it today. It keeps your eyeshadow on so well all day long, so if you don't want to spend much on an eyeshadow primer, I would definitely say just buy these. If you want something with a better applicator, then the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is in the shade Eden. I really like this. It does exactly the same job, honestly, but it does have a spatula that you can just place it directly onto your eye. If you don't want to spend much, then just get this one. So concealer, I went a little bit crazy, and to be honest, I've used every single one of these, so I had reason to bring them all. But I know this seems like a lot, and honestly, you don't need to bring this many. I brought my Tarte Shape Tape, but I am literally scraping the edges of it, so I knew I needed to bring my Urban Decay one, but I know that this is about to go bad, so I want to try and start using this up. I am using it today. I love this concealer. Urban Decay Absolutely love. I don't need to build up the coverage. It's fantastic for oily skin. Catrice Liquid Camouflage, I use this a lot for no makeup days. Just like today, I dotted it in the centre of my forehead, around my cheeks, around my nose and my chin, just to give myself a tiny bit of coverage. And then I use these two in conjunction with each other. The Wet n Wild I will use under my eyes because it gives me super good coverage. And then the Collection Lasting Perfection, this is so light. I love this shade. This shade is like crazy. I will use my Wet n Wild to cover underneath my eyes and this to brighten out further. And again, match made in heaven. I will always mix my Wet n Wild with brightening concealers. Okay, so an eyeshadow I brought with me but I haven't used, but I've had it in my makeup bag for a while, is the Kiko Makeup Colour Sphere eyeshadow in Ombretto, I think it is, but it's this gorgeous green shade. And whenever I want a dark green eye, this is the shade I go for. So I always have this in my makeup bag. Also, did you guys clock that I had a Jeffree Star makeup bag? This is fantastic. So I completely forgot to mention this in my sort of blush and highlighter. I brought the Physicians Formula Butter Blush in Natural Glow. This is meant to be a blush and I got it as a blush, but honestly it's so shiny. You can't tell much on camera because it's very, very fair, but it's such a light shine to the skin that I feel like you're better off using it as a subtle highlight. Now for the eyeliner. So for a everyday eyeliner, I brought my NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I got this in a set. I don't know if they sell this separately, but I will have a look and see if they do. And if they do, I will link it to make sure you guys have got access. But it's just a nice matte black liner. And I've been doing some nice wings with this. My other liner that I brought with me, this is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is a bristle tip. The only reason I brought a second one is you can't really tell on camera because it's not a really big one, but it keeps like bubbling with black eyeliner and it makes me not want to use it. And then I brought a lot of eyeliner. So I brought a couple of colourful ones and just blacks. So I brought my sleek twist up eyeliner in Midnight just so I had a twist up one. So I already packed this and then realised I needed a sharpener. So I packed my Satin Glory Smolder Kohl, which is just another black eyeliner. I brought a nude eyeliner by Essence, which is the Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil in Silky Nude. This reminds me so much of the Gigi Hadid nude. I brought, of course, my Urban Decay 24-Hour Glide On Pencil in Torch. This is my favourite red eyeliner. So the NYX Très Jolie in brown, I think. Yeah, brown. My favourite brown eyeliner. I've been trying to use up Marc Jacobs, but this is by far my favourite brown eyeliner. And then I wanted to bring some brighter colours because I knew that I'd be sort of being creative with the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I brought the Essence Cajole Pencil in Feel the Maritime, which you really have to warm up, but look how bright that is. And then I also brought the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in 22 Turquoise, which again, this has got a little bit of glitter in it, but once you warm it up, it's so bright. Okay, so I went a bit crazy with brow products as well. I like choice, it seems, and I go a bit crazy. I brought my Essence Make Me Brow. I'll feather this through my brows and make them look super, super fluffy. So I brought 2 clear brow gels, completely unnecessary. I brought my NYX Control Freak. I knew I was going to be bringing this one with me because it just solidifies my hairs to make my brows look super fluffy. And I've been testing out this e.l.f. brow gel and I decided I just wanted to bring it with me. I have accidentally somehow bent the applicator. It's normally completely straight. This is almost as good as my Control Freak and there's no reason why you have to buy that one. So the rest of the brows, I have the Rimmel Brow Shake Filling Powder. This has a sort of weird, one of those really strange sort of applicators, but I really love it to just quickly fill in my brows. I brought both of my Anastasia pencils because my brow definer. Every time my brow definer is about to run out, and my Anastasia Brow Wiz, because these are my favourite all-time brow products. I don't like to use those every single day because they're so expensive. I brought a really cheap brow product from Amazon and I don't really like it. By Deep Sea Automatic Diamond Eyebrow Pencil. So it's got the same sort of shape as the brow definer. It's just so like, I don't like it. So I went a bit over on mascaras as well. I brought my Lash Paradise, but realised it's starting to dry up. So I brought the next one as well. The Essence Volume Stylist Curl and Hold Mascara with micro styling waxes. It's the mascara I have on today, and I love this mascara. Essence can just do no wrong with mascara as far as I'm concerned. And the last one I brought is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. Every time I use this, I'm so underwhelmed. It has like a rubberized brush, which I used to love. I love the curl from the Roller Lash, and I love the lengthening from this. If they could just mix those two together and make, I feel like I would love them. Wow, okay, so the only thing we have left is lips. I bought a whole thing full of them. Oh, I have lip liners in here as well. I have the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Soft Spoken. The e.l.f. lip liner in, I don't know what the shade is, I think it's just nude. I bought the Gigi Hadid lip liner in McCall, and the Essence Stay True lip liner in Ochre Matters. Probably would have gone really well I'm using today. So lipsticks, I brought the Colourpop Lippy Stick in Tootsie, Soap and Glory Sexy Mother Pucker in Cinnamon Beige, I think it is. The e.l.f. lipstick in Praline. The Tarte lipstick in Rum Punch. I brought the Too Faced Sunday Funday. So those are all the nude lipsticks and lip liners. And then the liquid lipsticks. Brought the Rimmel Stay Matte in Be My Baby. The LA Girl Matte Flat Finish Pigment Gloss. What shade is this in? Fleur. L'Oreal Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick Le Chocolates. Look at our packaging compared to the US one. It's so different. This is in the shade Sweet Tooth. I have the e.l.f. Liquid Lipstick in Blushing Rose. The NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in Soft Spoken, so the same as the lip liner. Colourpop the Ultra Glossy Lip by Kathleen Lights in Moonchild. The shade I'm wearing today, which is also by Kathleen Lights, it's by Colourpop, and it is one of my favourite nudes at the moment. 0.0. These are all the liquid lipsticks. But that is all the makeup that I brought with me. I will be doing another one on all of the brushes I brought with me, as well as my skincare. If you are interested, please subscribe, and I hope to see you all very soon in the next video. Bye!